So let's get this job done. What was meant to be a bracket hanger, a hanging bracket, we adapted it to go upwards. We've got a hole in here. We've measured the wood. This is go straight through the wood. We've got a nice spread piece at the bottom that'll go through the beam. This goes in nice and easily, plenty of room to move. So we got, this is the beam behind there. It won't go left or right. We just put a bit of a lid on here just to control it. It's not going to fall forward, but if it was to tilt forward and come out. So we've got a capture point here, haven't we? So this is going to be in the roof. We're going to get the bar, we're going to put this up into the roof like that. So that's easy enough. And we've got this box section here. So also when we put the bar, we'll slide it in the bottom like this. So what we'll do is we'll lift it up into the roof like this. There's enough room here for it to come down, all the way down, all the way, but even if it does there, that's enough movement for us to be able to slot it in here. Yeah, so that's going to work just fine. All we have to do now is just weld this little bracket here, weld that together there, sit that in the bottom. We've got two places to lag bolt it in, stop it from twisting. On the leg, we've cracked it. Ooh, we haven't got far to go. We haven't got far to go and we'll be done. Wow. Well, we've done this bit, so then we just do another one. So let's get this done, make sure it works, and let's make another one. And let's be done with this pallet wood once and for all. So again, when you've been welding and it's pretty thick metal, so you've been pouring, hold on a minute, get rid of that. When you've been welding and it's pretty thick metal, so you've had lots of heat in it, just because it's not red hot, it doesn't mean you can have life-changing injuries with it. Yeah, just be aware, just know that that's not good at all. You've got to be ever so careful working in and around a welder. Ever so careful. Yeah. Make sure it's nice and cold. There we are. Easy to touch now. It cools down pretty quick. Anyway, that's our bottom catcher bracket. Looking quite good actually, isn't it? Hey, it's quite simple really. We got the brackets off these, didn't we? So we had the brackets, cut it, and put it in there, sit that on there, easy peasy. We've got that much to play with, so we've got to be able to slide it in and drop it down without losing the top. Looks like, see, that's the top catcher bracket here, there. Then the bottom bracket will just be simply slotted in. Just got to be careful where we place it now, haven't we? We don't come too far down, even if it does there, because that's not, we're holding it that way, so this is surplus to requirements, sort of, but we'll see, because of course it's leaning against the wood here. The wood will be pushing it that way. So anyway, I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah, and I won't be painting it and making it look nice and grinding it and painting it black and you know all that. No, that's not me, is it? So here it is. In there, that's not tightened up yet, but that'll do. In there, on there, there's the line. So that's the uppermost line. That's it in the very top. Yeah, so we've got to be able to go over there and drop it down. Anyway, I've discovered that this is nowhere near a tidy enough job, look. So let's go and burn, weld, smooth off, make this nice and flat. Let's clean this up and make an altogether better job. Flap disc it first, see where we're at. That's the good thing with metal. You can do what you want. This is a good thick bit. We can burn like mad on this. I'm just worried about blowing a hole, but this is pretty good stuff. So let's go here, work off here, touch that, fill all of this in now. Although it's got a good grip, I've welded, I always weld 100% on everything. But let's see, as a practice, let's see if we can do a half decent job on this for a change. That's the first run by, pass by. We've got some concentrate up here, fill this a bit more. Come along here, make a nice puddle. We've got thick stuff, we've got plenty of metal around us. We're not going to blow a hole, I don't think. So let's do that again. That's a high weld, isn't it? There's got to be loads of it in there. That's the good thing with welding and steel. You can add to, take away, add to, take away as many times as you want. Let's clean that up, see what that looks like. Let's knock it off first. See, it gives you an inclination. Did you do a good job or not such a good job? Yeah, that'll be all right. That'll be okay. Hold on. There's a little hole there, isn't there? Because we're going to grind this all off again. There's a little hole there, which I've missed, and a little hole here. So before going further, let's fill that hole in there and hold it back, and then grind it all back again. You know, if this was wood, you couldn't do it, could you? You'd have to be using filler and marking up and, you know, all the rest of it. We're going to make this look like one piece when we're done. That's the good thing about welding. You can sort of cheat, can't you? Make it look nice afterwards. Might get away with that. We might get away with that. So let's grind everything off. Let's grind everything back now. Look at that. You wouldn't really know, would you? You and I know, we were here, we watched it. But you wouldn't really know. There's a couple of potholes there if you wanted to fill it. You just have a bit of weld it back on, weld it back off again. But you wouldn't really know that that wasn't one made as one piece. That's the thing about welding. You can, it's so versatile. You try and do that with a piece of wood. Correct it and correct it and correct it. Ooh, wouldn't look good, would it? So you're going to say to me, well, Reggie, that's not really strong. That's not really going to hold nothing. There's a thin layer across there. But we are held in everywhere else. I do weld everything everywhere. To hold a post, that's going to be perfectly adequate enough, isn't it? And of course you could grind these and make them round and make it look nice. But we just practiced on that, didn't we? Look at that. You wouldn't think that it was in such a state, would you? Bit of grinding, bit of welding, bit of bodging, bit of swearing, bit of paint, you'd never know about it. Paint would disappear in the hole. So welding is amazing, amazing material. Steel and welding is amazing material to work with. So that's gonna sit there lovely now, isn't it? See how flush that is on the piece of wood. There's our bottom line. Come down slightly, just slightly, so we can just nudge it in. You know, let's wood moves, weather comes. Yeah, let's just do it there, I think. And our safety bar is done. Woohoo! Would you put? No, I don't need a handle light, do you? It's not that much weight in it. This, look, this fits in there. Just clips in there, look. Fits in there. Bring it forward, slide it over the top of there, clamp it down, we're in. Look at that. It's gonna be enough. It's gonna be enough just to stop if this lot decides to fall. And you'll know if this is tight, then you'll know there's something leaning against it. So you've got to fix it. Our safety bar, I'm much happier now we've done that. And I'm sure the Focus and the car, whatever vehicle, whether it be the trike or I'm sure the vehicles that we put in the garage here in the future is going to be a lot happier that this lot isn't going to end up possibly falling on it. That's not going to come loose, look. It's well secured in there and well and truly secured in here. Ooh! Yes, I've used Tek screws. Should have used lag bolts, but there is a crack. This is drying and there is a crack there, so I didn't really want to give it. And you know, I 100% love these Tek screws. Amazing grip on them. If we do find that it's coming loose or we're not happy with it, we can go back in later. This is like a pilot hole almost, but I didn't want to put a big heavy lag in here in case it encourages that crack to start moving. But anyway, all in all, I'm quite pleased. Little bit of a welder, bit of scrap, bit of imagination. That's all you need. Hours and hours of fun. Let's go and do another one. I won't put you through the pain of watching the next one, but there's one there, because these are the legs that are bypassing these cupboards. We've got another leg here, so we'll do another one. But it's going to be slightly different because the beam, that line is now there, isn't it? And this is going to sit in front of it, so we might have to do something with there. And we must remember to now secure, these are secured in. Luckily, fate, we didn't secure these in, they were just sitting there, so we'll secure them in next. But, yeah, it's great. And then looking at it from this side, I'm really happy with it. Yeah, that's because the weight's going to be pushing that way, isn't it? It's got plenty of grip on the wood. It's not going to fall out left nor right. It's not going to fall backwards, not that it can anyway, because it's holding this. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that.